We're remembering Paul Walker, who died Saturday at age 40, with a look at the star's hobbies and passions, which many fans may not have known about. First among his many passions, which include the ocean, philanthropy, and more, was his love of being a dad. Paul welcomed his only child, a daughter named Meadow, 15 years ago with his then girlfriend, Rebecca McBrain. Meadow spent her first 13 years with her mom in Hawaii, but moved to LA 2 years ago to attend high school in California and live with her dad. Paul called her the best partner I've ever had in an interview with EW, and further spoke about his similarities with Meadow in a 2011 interview with People, in which he said, quote, "She's a bit more like her mother, but she's also how I am innately. Meadow's more of a free roamer and she appreciates the little stuff." Very sweet. Now, one surprising thing about Paul is that he actually never intended to have a career as an actor. His mother was a model who, when Paul was 2, brought him to a casting call. That brought in childhood modeling gigs, and Paul has said that his pay went toward helping his family. Later on, his childhood acting agent called again with an audition, and Paul went along with it thinking the money could then fund his love of surfing and college studies. That led to roles in Young and the Restless, as well as in the films Pleasantville and Varsity Blues, and of course, the rest is history. Being in college allowed Paul to investigate one of his biggest passions, marine biology. A lifelong surfer, Paul learned all about the ocean and ocean life during his time at a handful of community colleges in California. And he lived by the ocean in Malibu to be close to the water and to be able to surf as much as possible. Earlier this fall, Paul was thrilled to meet a, quote, legend, Jean-Michel Cousteau, the son of Paul's childhood hero, Jacques Cousteau. And that love of the water helped direct some of Paul's role choices too, most memorably perhaps in his 2005 film Into the Blue with Jessica Alba.
We do this just this one time, and it's over. We could spend the rest of our lives waiting for another opportunity like this.
How much money are we talking about here?
Tens of millions.
In recent years, Paul had dedicated himself to an organization he helped found, Reach Out Worldwide, and in fact had just left one of the organization's events which benefited victims of Typhoon Haiyan when Saturday's accident took place. In a recent YouTube video to celebrate the organization's 2-year anniversary, Paul spoke about how fulfilling he found his charity work to be, and Reach Out Worldwide was first started back in 2010 after the Haiti earthquake. Many wonderful things to remember about Paul Walker.